So,
we.
how are you doing, Sarek?
I'm doing pretty great. I'm so excited. I'm so happy right now.
Me too, my friend.
There are no words to describe how happy I am at this news.
Apart from happy and excited and maybe even flabbergasted.
Well, that is true. There are words. Wow, words exist. Oh my god!
There totally isn't a dictionary in the world. Am I right?
Who uses dictionaries anymore? If they want the definition, they just look it up. Not in the dictionary, Google. Mind you. They look it up on Google.
Yeah. Look it up on Google.
Yeah, look it up used to mean, go to the dictionary, but no, now it just means go to the internet.
Look up Battle for Bikini Bottom on Urban Dictionary, and you people will find what is to be... There's a definition that says the best game in the world. Not at the moment, though, because we're going to add it.
Yeah, we're gonna add that as soon as we're done with this video. We're just gonna add best game in the world. Oh,
these screenshots look actually amazing.
Jeez. They are very pretty, and here's the thing: in the teaser trailer, there's a single frame where SpongeBob has the same pose as the box art for the games, originally. So you can tell that fan service is going
without the hat though.
No, he has the hat.
I'm looking at Steam on the right.
Oh no, I'm looking at the teaser trailer video.
Oh yeah, then he has the hat.
Yeah, he's got the hat and he's doing the exact same pose. Only difference is the hat doesn't have Battle for Bikini Bottom photoshopped onto it because it's not actual box art. It's a teaser trailer.
I can't wait to see the box art for it though. Holy shit!
I considering where they're going, looking at these teaser images of what we're gonna run with is just concept art or just normal art, whatever, right? Considering how accurate they are to the original game and the original map, God, it's so pretty. This is making me so happy.
It looks really beautiful. Jeez,
it's gorgeous. Considering how accurate they are, I'm pretty sure a lot of fan service is going to go into this game, as it should, because Heavy Iron aren't the ones developing it. Although apparently a lot of ex-Heavy Iron employees are at Purple Lamp Studios, I think they're called. The people, the people that are making this. Fuck. Fuck. Yeah. So. I'm pretty sure they're doing a lot of fan service to prove themselves, as it were. Yes, we know how important this is. We know what we're doing. Trust us, please. We need your trust to make this work.
You kind of sounded robotic there, but it's fine.
It's fine. I have my audio and you have your audio, and we can just splice them together.
When you say splice, it reminds me of Pokemon when you fused together the legendary dragons.
I hate you. You and your fucking Pokemon.
You like Pokemon, man, jeez.
Yeah, I do. I love how there are already 7 reviews. 7 reviews for a game that isn't out.
Oh shit. I want to view these actually, holy shit.
Yeah. See, click here to see them. We got 1 by THQ Nordic, so technically 6, because THQ Nordic reviewed their own thing, because it's just promotion at this point, right? So some of these guys got a good amount of followers. Gaming Taylor has almost 30,000 followers, and he's promoting it. And man, I'm starting to see why the teaser trailer is getting so many views on YouTube. It's got hype behind it.
Want a underpants bungee jump? Why wouldn't you? I know.
Exactly. Right? I love how they I love how they specifically chose underpants bungee jump to incite the nostalgia.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you. Why not just bungee jump? Why underpants bungee jump specifically? Listen, I mean, I guess it is a reference to the hooks in that one episode, so it's very important to be as specific as possible.
Yeah, gotta be specific, man.
When references are involved, you have to be specific so people know just how dedicated the game is to be the same as the show.
Don't get that word mixed up with Pacific, by the way, just saying.
Oh, fuck you. There was one time, reading through this again, the multiplayer mode, I'm so curious, because, like, we kind of had, we've experienced a horde mode like this before in the movie game, right? Like, there was a horde mode that was just the combat arena challenges.
Yeah.
Also, like, yeah, the combat arena challenges, it was just wave after wave until you beat the level. So to have that in multiplayer, but like a bit more refined, like that could be, I could waste like a good 20 hours into that.
You know, I could waste a good 20 hours into that, he says.
Yes, that is verbatim what I said.
Well, I'll have you know that I could waste a lot less.
Well, I'll have you know that I could waste a lot more. 20 hours was an understatement. Most of my time.
I feel like we're gonna have at least 100 hours on the game by the time we're finished.
Probably. I'm gonna have 100 hours, and 95 of them are just gonna be spent like admiring the pretty graphics and going on a nostalgia trip. The other 5 is gonna be actually playing the game. Like,
I really hope they keep some of this shit the same. And by some, I mean most.
I feel like most of it will be kept the same. Like, if the promotion is anything to go by, like, looking at the concept art, they know what the people want, and they know they don't want to tarnish. Like, they want to preserve what the original was. Like, that's the vibe I'm getting from their concept art. Yeah, you got Jellyfish Rock and you got King Jellyfish to compare. King Jellyfish looks pretty much the same, although his cape looks kind of weirdly modeled. I just realized that. What the fuck is with his cape? Whatever, it's not
the white
finished.
Thing at the bottom, I think that's just the fluffy bit.
No, I mean the top. Look at the top of the cape. It's not connected to him. It's like it's behind him.
It wasn't connected in the original.
Well, that's true, but that was for I think that was more like performance.
It's an old game.
Yeah, it was an old game. It was limited by the technology of its time. Except no, it wasn't, because it pushed that technology to the very brink. But enough nerding out.
They've added textures on SpongeBob's trousers.
Yeah.
The thing I decide to point out the most.
Although that might not actually translate into the real game. I'm pretty sure this is just art.
I'm hoping this is more than art, because this is fucking beautiful.
It's cool. I'm hoping the game lives up to the art.
Agreeable.
Yeah, like that's the vibe I'm getting. I'm pretty sure they want to, like, they're gonna go the route you want them to go and just preserve the original game as much as possible based on their concept art. Like I
mean, hey, they pretty much got the message from No Life 4 when he was trying to make a remake and shit.
Right, because No Life 4 was like adding entirely new parts of the level. Specifically Jellyfish Fields, because that's the only one he was working on. He was doing it one world at a time, right?
I saw him at like a Jellyfish Park or some shit.
Yeah, Jellyfish Park, which was supposed to be like the park where SpongeBob and Sandy went during Karate Choppers was the episode, I think. Like the park they went to get their minds off of karate because SpongeBob almost got fired. So, like, he wanted to add that into Jellyfish Fields. Now, I'm not saying there was a better place to put it if you wanted to add it in, but why Jellyfish Fields? There were no jellyfish in that park.
Listen, man, maybe he needed to add the jellyfish in afterwards.
No, I mean, in the episode, there were no jellyfish in that park.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Of all the places.
Listen, man, don't ask questions.
Nah, you're right. In fairness, like
although most of the time in a podcast, you do ask questions, so you know.
Yeah, that's kind of the point. This isn't a podcast. This is just two idiots nerding out.
Yeah, we're nerding out. We like this game. Support the official release. Buy it.
Also, apparently there's going to be full audio for the like German version of the game.
Oh shit! At least they're being diverse.
Yeah, I mean everything else that's like listed. Oh wait, see all 11 supported languages. Nope. German's still the only one with full audio. I thought clicking more would show more with full audio, but nope. I'm okay with this.
View discussions. I want to view the discuss.
I also want to view the discussion. Let's join the conversation. Let's be active. Can we get the 2004 movie tie-in game? Now this is actually like a really like this is a very good question. Like if you could like have the choice, would you want Battle for Bikini Bottom to get the remaster or the movie game?
Battle for Bikini Bottom, definitely.
Right. Good. Yeah. Good. Then we're in agreement. Let us pre-order. Thank you for putting on Steam and not Epic Fail Store. That's a thing. Why do I feel like that's actually a thing?
Honestly, yes. Let us pre-order, please.
Yeah, can we pre-order? Is that a thing we can do? I want to pre-order.
Multiplayer. I know there's a multiplayer mode, but up to how many players does it support? I thought I already said.
Yeah, I think it said two players max, right? Yeah, for up to 2 players, online and split screen. I feel like it should be up to 3 players because you have at least 3 playable characters. Now I say at least because now excuse me for putting on my tin. I want Squidward. Listen, they're putting the robot Squidward boss. Yeah. They're putting a robot Squidward boss, therefore it would only make sense for Squidward to be a playable character because there are only robot like main character bosses for the playable characters. Therefore, Squidward should be a playable character. That is just logic. The logic is flawless. Get on it, Purple Lamp Studios.
I can't wait to see the rolling ballroom in a new game.
What if they like make it double the size? Like, what if all like the big challenges they just double in difficulty? It's just like, yeah, we know what we're doing.
Yo, I just realized. Slides.
Ooh.
I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one hyped about slides. Come on.
I mean, oh man. Yo, what do you think they're gonna do with... I feel like Sand Mountain is gonna be a lot more just epic, I think is the right word.
Agreeable, yeah.
Like, Sand Mountain had a lot of potential. Not saying it was bad, but the slides felt so epic and climactic and so fun. I feel like an overhaul of those would just be amazing. Like, granted they don't totally fuck it up. Like, the slides in Sand Mountain specifically, I would be totally okay with them overhauling and tinkering with and giving their own touch to, as long as it was, you know, more epic. Because that was one of the more, like... what's the word? It's that same word that escaped me the other day. Starts with sub. Subjective.
Submarine.
Like, that was a lot more of a subjective quality and wasn't really important to the story. It was just, hey, this is really fun. Let's put it in our game. Like, let's have a whole level dedicated to this really fun mechanic we made. So, because it's not really, like, necessary to, like, I think the artistic integrity of the game or, like, the hard story elements of the game, I would be okay with them fucking around with that. Or at least, like...
Go on.
Or at least adding more maps, like just more add maps where you can like have more slide challenges, because that's just awesome. Something
I'd like mini games and shit where it's like a timer challenge.
Yeah. Like, I just have fun, go nuts, abuse the engine.
Also, I saw this thing. Someone said, I think it was about modding. Not gonna lie, I don't know how I'd feel about mods in there. Might be me.
Mods is a weird element, because on the one hand, I am always, like, this is a rule of mine, I'm always 100% for being able to mod a game. Like, just mess around with it, tinker around with it, give the community access to your assets, let them... Not even let them make your game better, just let them make your game, like, give it more replay value. Mods make games better always, no exceptions.
Agreeable.
Like, if you're allowed to fuck around with the game, and, like, just, like, make more maps, make new shit, like, fuck around with the mechanics, that's always been great for just coming back. Because at some point, like, it's a remaster of a very not linear, but like I want to say limited game. Like this is a game people speed run, and a game people speed run you can get bored of. And I feel like letting you mod this game would like add different modes, like wacky concepts, would make it immortalize it is the word.
I feel like they could add like costumes and shit for characters.
That like, as well.
I like not as a modding type of thing, but like just as a gameplay.
I feel like it could be both because
it could be
the
both.
Movie game.
You could mod a costume, which would actually make sense. To be fair.
Like, the movie game executed costumes really well, in my opinion. Like, it's just, find these chests, and some of them, well, not even some of, like, the different chests, it was just the order in which you got them, and, like, certain number of chests you had. Like, you'd get costumes, and you could, like, use them while, like, running around, and it was super, like, that just made the game, like, it was a nice touch. It was, like, very high-quality frosting on a very well-baked cake.
I'd love to see costumes in the new game, because, like, then it's like character customization. Or it is character customization, but
yeah, that's exactly what it is to a T.
You could have costumes from old episodes and shit, like from a movie or whatever. That'd be dope.
Get yourself some SpongeGar.
Yeah.
Reuse some of the movie game assets, because I'm pretty sure they have a license to that as well. That's another thing to talk about, and I might actually also talk about this on my channel because
like, the movie game, or like a remake of it, or what?
No, the license and the fact that like once this game is will they reuse the original music?
I'm gonna comment right now and say, honestly, I feel like they won't. I feel like they'll just create new music, but base it off the old music.
Right, because
like make it improved and shit.
On the one hand, I hope they do, because the soundtrack is amazing. But on the other hand, like from a technical standpoint, well, more a strategic standpoint, I use the old SpongeBob game music in my videos. And I use it because in my outro, just as background music, like I utilize the shit out of those soundtracks because they're all discontinued and THQ, the original THQ, went out of business. So like my thought process has been like, they went out of business, who's gonna sue me? Like
makes sense. Yeah.
Like no one's really enforcing the copyright on those. So I've been able to just use that, and it's been a great resource. But if it like comes back through this game, on the one hand, yay, but on the other hand, I'm gonna have to find new music. So that's mainly a selfish reasons, but like it is something to consider, because I know like at least a couple other YouTubers. Flying Dutchman's Graveyard. I don't want to let go of that as my outro music. Yo, so
next year. I like how they're doing it next year, though. It's great.
It's like that. On the one hand, I don't want to wait a whole year, but like that is very soon relative to the fact that we only just got a teaser. Like we just got a teaser, and it's next year, mind you. It's next year when we're already halfway through this year.
That is awesome. A gameplay trailer, honestly.
I fucking know.
I hope they actually release a gameplay trailer. Like, holy shit.
I feel like if they're going to release a gameplay trailer, it's going to be, like, at least another 4 to 6 months. Like, I feel like the game... Because if it's next year, it's probably going to be late next year, right?
Yeah, I feel like it will be.
Yeah, I feel like the beginning of the year is when we would get gameplay trailers and such.
Either mid or late.
Yeah, mid to late.
Something like that.
So like we've got another like I'd say full year before like the next one, like before we actually get the game. But I feel like gameplay trailers will show up in like around 6 months, or at least a more fleshed out trailer that'll probably include gameplay.
What do you think about animations?
Animations?
Yeah, I'm gonna terribly segue into this. Why not? Well, let's talk about like game animations and shit.
You mean like animations for the models, like when moving around, or like cutscenes?
Both.
For cutscenes, I am ecstatic. Because, again, I'm going purely, like, we don't have a lot of evidence to go on, but based purely on the concept art, they seem to be really dedicated to preserving the original game's artistic integrity. So, I'm thinking what they're gonna do is just, like, have the cutscenes play out exactly the same, but just with better models, better textures, better just quality. It's like having the cutscenes be remastered, like the cutscenes specifically will just look beautiful, especially if the concept art's anything to go on.
I bet the movement animation's gonna look really different, honestly. I feel like they're gonna change it up a bit.
I don't know if something I noticed during No Life 4's development of his fan-made remaster, his homebrewed one, I guess we'll call it, right?
I'm pretty sure he still used the bubble wand thing, right?
Yeah, he still used the bubble wand, and but something I remember, especially in early development, the walking animation wasn't the same because he couldn't nail it so early on in development. It's pretty similar now, but it was a different walking animation, and it bothered me way more than it had any business doing. It bothered me a lot.
I mean, it's still in development, fair enough, but
I don't know. Maybe this is just me, but I feel like I would probably in that position, and I'm not a game designer, so I'm literally talking out of my ass here, but I would probably
I think words come out of your mouth. I'm not the smartest guy in the world when I say this, but
Yeah, nah, trust me, they all come out of the ass. I feel like when designing
I speak
a game,
with farts.
Yes. When designing a game, I would want to master the bones before I start adding flesh. So master all the movement animations before I start building the map. It's probably inefficient. It'd probably make more sense to build the map and use that to tinker, but I'm just some call me a perfectionist, others call me just a fucking masochist because that's the dumbest way to go about it.
I feel like in terms of animations, I feel like they're gonna make the whole SpongeBob's tongue thing on a slide different. I feel like they might redo that.
Maybe, but that the whole SpongeBob's tongue on a slide thing was reused and referenced in SpongeBob's Truth or Square, which was a Heavy Iron game.
Yeah.
And it was, and I feel like because of that, it's been immortalized a bit. I feel like that's as much of a staple of the game as the bubble wand is. So I feel like they would keep that.
Makes sense.
I feel like all the little details they'll try to, and this is just what I'm hoping and I'm trying to deduce based off of the concept art, all we have to go on, right? All the little it is really good. The little details they'll keep precisely the same just for the sake of fan service, but the larger details, for example, the kelp slide, right? They'll do edits to, and I feel like they'll definitely do edits to the slide because there's no this is more opinionated, so take what I say with a grain of salt. There's not much of a reason to not overhaul the slides because
sense,
the slides are just they're just so epic anyway.
Yeah.
Maybe with the exception of the kelp slide, because the kelp slide is such a notorious challenge in the game, so they would want to preserve that.
Didn't I do it first try at one point?
I think so. I know both of us did the rolling ballroom first try at one point, in both of our Let's Plays. So we are just gods.
Lights, camera, pants! Purple Lamp Studios, get on it right now.
Yeah, right meow.
That's all I need to say.
If this is gonna have online multiplayer, Lights, Camera, Pants can come back and have online multiplayer.
Honestly, yeah, fuck, man. Me and Zarikar are sick of using emulators to do multiplayer and shit, although it's pretty cool. And,
it was actually pretty cool. I didn't know that was possible a few months ago.
Get us a new game called Lights Camera Pants. Don't call it Rehydrated, because then that won't be original. Call it The After Party. No, don't. Call it...
Lights, Camera, Pants, the sequel.
Call it Lights, Camera, Pants. I need more pants.
I mean, I feel like it would have to be like some, like, the subtitle would probably have to be like some kind of movie reference, because that's like what Lights, Camera, Pants is all about.
Yeah. Agreeable.
Like Lights, Camera, Pants, the second special or something. I don't know. Season 2, whatever.
Give us Lights, Camera, Pants, HD, Remake, on Steam, like Rehydrated, because, you know, those games are amazing, can I just point out?
Yeah,
get this shit. Then what we will do is we will support the official release. Necessary.
I will support the shit. I will support the shit out of the official release. I will buy them 10 times over.
I will not turn your game. I promise. I feel like one day I'm gonna go against that promise, but it's fine.
I won't. I'm gonna make 10 Steam accounts and buy the game 10 times.
Do that thing. Me and my friends can play it, and by me and my friends, I mean me and Sarek and
we don't have any friends,
because, you know, we ditched two people in our chat and shit. Because
that's true.
6 of us now, I think.
Oh yeah, like there is around 6 of us, but the problem is, like,
George,
who else likes?
Who never calls in KKK?
Yeah, rest in peace, George.
Yeah,
I feel like George would definitely play with us if, like, in these games, because he's a huge SpongeBob fan, but he's not into the SpongeBob games, which is gay.
It is, honestly. George, get on that.
Fake fan.
I look at my camera as if I actually have it turned on. Ha, funny.
This man. Ooh, recent updates.
How dare you? I'm actually still a teen. How dare you? I love how everyone's saying in these comments, "Oh my god, my dreams have finally come true."
Well, that's because it's a literal dream come true. By the way, I just saw Welcome to the Salty Spittoon.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
In the Battle for Bikini Bottom map, it can be in any of the worlds, including the hub world. Where do you think the Salty Spittoon would land? Like, where would it be if it was in the game?
Somewhere in Goo Lagoon. You mean hub?
Anywhere. Any of the worlds, including the hub.
Somewhere in Goo Lagoon, definitely.
I can see it. It's like
the only place
it's a bar. Like if it. Actually, wait, was it? No. That wasn't the Salty Spittoon. That was like a different, like, weight building. It wasn't in Goo Lagoon. Like, I was thinking of that one building that the sock's on top of next to Mrs. Puff. Because I remember it having like a weight symbol on it, but no, that's not the Salty Spittoon. That's a completely separate building. Yeah, I'd say Goo Lagoon, or like maybe like near Shady Shoals. Like maybe, but like the hub world is very full. Like, it is a dense hub world, so I don't see anywhere it could be.
Yeah, there's not
without getting in the way of something, unless they made it bigger.
SpongeBall. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not enough space. SpongeBall.
What do you think that's gonna make a return?
Yes.
I think it would, because a lot of the game, like, it was in, like, you're literally playing as the SpongeBall in the credits of the original Battle for Bikini Bottom,
which I thought was dope, actually.
Yeah, no, that was really fun. The credits.
The SpongeBall is really satisfying to use.
Mm-hmm. Some people have called it like a really poorly. Some people have called it a really poorly executed gimmick. Like, some reviewers were not a fan of the SpongeBall. I disagree, but I can also see where they're coming from. So, like, when thinking about the HD remake, Rehydrated HD remake is something completely different. When thinking
which
about
we will talk about at another time.
Yeah, a much later time. When thinking about the HD remake, fuck, I said it. When thinking about Rehydrated, it's kind of hard to know if...
It's kind of hard to say rehydrated as well, damn.
Yeah, it's very difficult. It's hard to gauge, like, if it'll be as prevalent or if it'll be there at all. I think it will, just because it was in the credits, and therefore it's kind of immortalized with the rest of the game. But, again, we don't know. All we have to go on is the concept art.
Give us a nostalgic game. Give us what we want. And we will give you our money. Hopefully the game will be cheap.
It could be a full, like, $60 release, and I would still buy it. Like, I'd buy it in a heartbeat. It could be $100 and I'd buy it. Man, I will support the shit out of the official release.
Don't say that amount. Damn.
Let's see this. In the general discussions, someone put interesting things to note, so I'm gonna take a look. Both co-op and multiplayer. Does that mean there are things other than horde mode? It has confirmed multiplayer. Right, that's what someone said. I know that. What I'm saying is this has both multiplayer and co-op tagged. Makes this guy think that the story might have co-op. What are you thinking, Josh?
Co-op story, which we've already spoken about somewhere, sometime.
It
would be amazing.
It would be amazing, but at the same time, it probably won't happen because, like, for that to happen, they would have to, like, completely overhaul the maps in such a way that, like, co-op would make sense.
And so that co-op would actually work as well.
Yeah, like, co-op would need to work, like, make sense.
I mean, in some maps it could work, but in others...
Right.
Yeah. No.
Because, like, there are some things only SpongeBob can do, some things only Patrick can do. So, like, the map would have to be overhauled to, like, match both of them. But at the same time, that would make switching between characters useless, so, like, the whole switching between characters mechanic would be replaced by, like, this... You just have another character that does the same thing as the other character because everything can be done by all characters. And having multiple characters in the game is solely for the purpose of co-op mode. Which I would not like... It's like that one game that you have which is split screen, but the player 2 is just a character with no name. Like, that would be... And, like, he's just, like, a friend of the main character. I feel like that would be... what this is. Yeah, okay, so what are some closing remarks for what we have?
So we have it's going to be a great game.
Of course.
Hopefully they don't ruin anything, if I can even speak. Hopefully I can.
Yep, I'm cautiously optimistic. I have faith.
I also have faith. I just don't want to play it and be like, oh damn, they ruined this, they ruined that, blah blah blah.
Yeah, we'll come in with a positive attitude.
Yeah, we can do this.
Mm-hmm.
We can do this.
This is happening. Multiplayer mode. You know what?
Horde mode is going to be hopefully good, actually.
How awesome would that be to stream? Imagine streaming Horde mode.
I'm interested in Horde mode actually and how that would work.
Yeah, if it's implemented properly, like if it's skillfully implemented into the game and like it's actually a fun mode, that would be amazing to just stream. Maybe like, okay, I got one slot, first person to like enter this game, we'll play together. Like that'd be super fun.
That'd be dope. Damn,
giant sneeze.
It's gonna be a dope game, and I can't wait. I have no idea what else to say.
Give me Squidward as a playable character. Those are my closing remarks. I want to play as Squidward. Let me transcend
Battle for
my
Bikini Bottom characters, specifically rehydrated for Smash.
I'm pretty sure.
No.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure. Like the creator of Smash specifically said, SpongeBob will never be a character.
You know, I agree.
Yeah, he wouldn't fit. He wouldn't fit in the area. Like maybe Sandy, but that's it.
Sandy is a true fighter. She could go into a World War. Jeez.
Yeah, honestly, right? Fuck Sandy. I want to play as Larry. Larry's
he would be a sergeant. He'd be a sergeant in the army.
I'm so excited for the Robo Squidward boss fight. I know it won't be whatever Heavy Iron originally intended, unless like the people that were working on it are also at Purple Lamp Studios. which would actually be really cool. Whatever it is, I'm excited for it. I hope it stays true to the concept art at the very least.
Whatever it is, either way, we have to wait for it. Unfortunately.
Unfortunately. Do you think part of the restored content will be Patrick's original dream?
I didn't even think about that. Holy shit.
Yeah, because in the normal game, Patrick's dream is just an empty void, but it was originally going to be like an ice cream world.
Yeah. Which, that wasn't that bad.
Yeah, ice cream world
or,
like,
it was
both
small,
of them, like...
but I liked it.
Well, I mean, it was unfinished.
Yeah.
Like, the people have dug up the code, and it's just an unfinished level. Like, some of it doesn't even make sense, but... Here's the thing, the void is a reference to the episode where SpongeBob was traveling dreams, but the ice cream is really accurate to the character.
Yeah.
Also, while we're on the subject of Patrick, how about that stage 2 to the final boss fight? Do you think that's gonna be, like the stage 1.5? Where, like, you're fighting him on the outside with the arms? Do you think that's gonna be restored?
Oh, I remember that. I'm not sure, honestly. I feel like they won't.
I hope they do, at least as, like, an optional thing, because that, like, did seem like a really cool, like, part of the boss fight.
Like, maybe it's, like, a bonus fight or some shit. I don't know.
Like, they were really far, like, if you actually look at the trailer for Battle for Bikini Bottom that had gameplay, that part of the fight was in the trailer. So they were far in development. They planned for that to happen, and just a lot of it's still in the game if you dig around through the code.
Yeah?
So, like, if there's anything that, like...
And you can actually go into the stage yourself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so if there's anything that deserves to be restored to, like, what it was originally going to be, definitely that. Because something to keep in mind is I don't think the Robot Squidward boss fight ever made it past concept art. Like, it was literally just a concept. There's nothing in the game's code that would suggest that they actually started making it.
No one's even recorded anything on YouTube to be like, oh, this is what was supposed to be the Squidward robot boss thing.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything in the game's code that, like, even resembles that. But I'm still curious to see what they do with it. I want to see it. Exactly. Release date when they're ready.
Yeah.
Ah, that hurt my ears.
Release date when I'm ready. I get it. It's a reference to the movie. Yeah. Yeet.
I mean...
I'm cringing myself.
Yeah, I'm also cringing. Closing remarks. Game looks great. Multiplayer is going to be great to stream. Robo Squidward, really want to see what happens. Also want to play as Squidward. Welcome to the Salty Spittoon. How tough are ya? I'm probably going to make more videos just, like, theorizing about what this game's going to have. Oh my god.
Buy the official release.
Support the official release. But until then, until we are...
because, you know...
Until
then,
the one game you shouldn't torrent. Let's rehydrate ourselves with our own little blast from the past.
Exactly.
Everyone remember, we are amazing.
We
are ultimate. Better than all of you in every way. Have a great day, guys. Support the official release.